And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
We're recording now. So I'm looking this thing up on the wiki for pets and stuff because I'm curious as to what the ranger pet really implies. And it says that hardy, playful, and elder, and aggressive, and dire are like tears. Are you telling me that like the pets have like tears and stuff? I just thought my pet was just playful because of getting out of Ascalonia. I don't know why I thought that. That seems dumb. But like, I didn't realize that it matters on level. Like, it's like how you indicate level. I'm looking now at the list of pets to see what there is. Fire. Crocodile. Look, I wanted a crocodile in Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2. Are you telling me you can get a crocodile in Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 1, not Guild Wars 2? I'm pissed now. I wanted the alligator drakes because they have like these drakes that are like themed, kind of alligator-y themed. I want one of those in Guild Wars 2. Okay, those things are cool looking. I'm mad now. No, they're just other versions of drakes. They're the desert drakes basically. They're cool looking. They're not a crocodile specifically, but like, seriously, like I can't. It's close enough. Okay, what do I have? I think I have. Does it tell me? I don't remember. I have to walk outside. All right, we're gonna walk outside the base of operations so I can see it. I want to see. I want to know. Hello. Cause like I'm kind of wanting to see if it's worth switching. I'm kind of okay with slashing and stuff. Okay, so I have. It's called the stalker. Okay. It's a hardy stalker. So yeah, it changes. Why does it change? Why does this part change? Let me read it. Multipliers for a pet's base damage is determined by its level and owner's beast mastery. Okay. Okay, so because so it says it's rain. It's like I can't tell. So yeah, it's at the lowest tier right now, but I don't know why it's at the lowest tier. It's probably because I'm in the desert, but I don't know if killing things will make it better. Question: why do you still have your fire emberstone? I have it, but I haven't taken it off my character. Truth be told, I just forgot it was in my inventory. I can't use it anymore since I'm level 20. So yeah, I just forgot it's in my inventory. I'll take it out. I just haven't thought about it. I haven't used it in a while. Do I have anything else? I probably should just empty a lot of my inventory. I have a lot of other random stuff that's just in my inventory that's just there existing. Okay, I want to check here and see what other pets are better for this. I don't really need that. this is some kind of quest item, so I might leave that in there. Yeah, we'll leave those in there. Yeah, I have those in there. That's whatever. We'll do those later. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So it's a slashing animal. They're slashing, piercing, and fire. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably keep the thing. I don't think it matters on differentiations. I'm trying to see here. I don't know. I don't think we need to change pets. I just don't know. I was in an ad breaks. If you answered that first time in the desert, yes. Sorry. I said I didn't. I just forgot that I had the stone on me. I haven't used it, so I just put it in the inventory. And yes, we just made it to the desert. We're following through with the main story, I think, on Core. I have stepped into the other expansions enough in the north of stuff to have like some better gear, but I barely just reached 20 not too long ago, so I'm still very stupid. Like, I don't mean that in a mean way. And you can get tossed at level 20, yeah. So like, I'm just not up to par on everything. I just got back into the game. Okay, cool. Hopefully it's been fun. A lot of people got back into it during still back in Friday. Yeah. I played Guild Wars 2 for 8 years, and so this one went on sale with their anniversary thing, and then I started playing it. Okay, so I don't need this. I wish that these would not pop up. I wish I could prioritize a specific one and not have other ones pop up. I think it's this one. Surrounding visual. Yeah, okay. Okay, I did talk to that. Hold up. I know where he is. He didn't take me serious last time. Oh. Do I have to do a mission for him? Okay. I'm okay with that. I wanted to get Venti on our side. Anyways, I'm just kind of wandering around the map as I go along, and I'm recording it for YouTube and stuff just for funsies. And we're getting it to, getting around having fun with it. I kind of made a mistake. I should have I did Mesmer, Ranger or Ranger Mesmer. I really should have just done a Ranger Elemental, and I thought about it, but I didn't like the skills at first. I thought they looked awful, but I probably should have just did it anyways. Would have been better. Corpse of the Shining Blade Mesmer. Oh, that's sad. Okay, let's go over here and deal with these guys. Okay. You're almost at the point where you can change your secondary. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. That would be nice. Only because I know I was told by people that Elemental and Ranger synchronize better than Mesmer Ranger. There's a way to make Mesmer Ranger Farmer type class, but it's not quite the same. I'm basically running a pure Ranger right now. I'm not even using my Mesmer skills anymore. Alright. Have I impressed him? Have I got him on our side? Okay, where's Venti? There he is. Hey, let's go talk to him. Hello? Pure Ranger's fine. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay, now that I did that, I wanted to do that for Decantha, battle preparations. Sundock. Oh yeah, this is where we're in Cormyr and stuff, right? It's weird to be in a moon again. Where am I supposed to do with this one? Oh, that's the going to the shores and stuff. I've started too much stuff, that's the problem. Project Cormyr. Do we know where Cormyr is? She's not back in Lion, is she? Let's check in Lion. No. Okay, we'll go out here. We'll just explore. So are you working through the campaign in chronological order? I'm trying to work. Okay, I was trying to do it chronologically, and then I skipped into a little bit of the other campaigns out of curiosity. I think mostly Eye of the North. And now I'm having a hard time figuring out where I'm at. But I'm not real worried about it being chronological order because I'll figure it out. As in, I'll eventually, like, put it all together. I find it hard because I have, like, sorry, I put that in there. I have, like, missions and stuff, and then it changes my mission when I come back in because it's based off the first one that pops up, and I'm like, I don't want to do that one. I had to, like, it's fine. The plots are mostly separate. Yeah, this is fair. Well, and Guild Wars 2 was like that too, to some extent. Like, it doesn't change too much. But my thing about it is I'm trying to find things I can levelly do-wise, because in Guild Wars 2, it tells you map-wise what levels you can do. And in this one, you kind of have to just guess based on the enemies on the map. I kind of wish I hadn't got overly excited and just stuck with doing the one campaign. Went long enough to get armor and called it. But, live and learn. It won't be that bad. Also, these spider thingies, whatever, scabs, I hate them. They're the most annoying thing ever. I hope there's not that much poison. And it's just those stupid scab thingies. It's weird because in Guild Wars 2 the scabs look more like beetles. These look more like spiders. I have the poison sister too. It's the mentors you'd like to watch. It's the mentor you need to watch out there. Oh, it's the meteors you need to watch out for here. Okay, meteors. Oh, that's gonna be fun time. Ooh, hey, you dropped a lot of things. That sounds lovely. Okay. I have the, like I said, I have the poison stuff. I should have brought the poison stuff. At least gold's good here. It's funny, the thing that hurts the most is mesmer skills against my character, even though she's got a secondary mesmer skill. I picked the 2 worst combo, I think, that I could for a starting tune. I was basing off what I knew of mesmers in Guild Wars 2, because the mesmers in Guild Wars 2 run on a different kind of... They run on different cylinders. Let's see. Oh, skull shield. Doom lizard. Have no goals. Explore. Ooh, man, they're dropping a lot of gold. I really need it because honestly, I have the mats for. Well, I have the basic mats, but I need the advanced mats for the other pieces of armor. I literally just need 2 more pieces of armor, and then I had like a full set of one type. I was told it was the best armor that you can get easily enough, but I don't know for sure, and I don't really... It seems to be helping in general, so... I had like a skill that stole stuff from Cantha. It's the one from the Eye of the North, so it's not the one from Cantha. I was told the one from the Eye of the North is a relatively good armor to start out with. So I haven't explored Cantha, but it's the one in the station, basically. Teleportation switches. Oh, then... And that will be max then, yeah. See, and I don't mind that. That's what I thought. Like, they said it was max, but like I said, I'm not aware... Like, I'm not familiar with the game, so people could say a lot of things and I'll just go with it. That's the reason I went to the Eye of the North at all, was to get access to it. Mostly because I wanted a waypoint in there. I think the only one I haven't got a... No, never mind. I think I've got a waypoint into all of the... Into the desert, into Cantha, and into the Eye of the North now. You can, but max armor in this campaign is the next region anyway. And this is fair. It was just easier to get to it, on the Eye of the North. Sorry, what is... Why is there a bag here? Hello? Oh! Look at you! You're so tiny! Okay, why is there... Oh. Why is there a bag here? I don't understand. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, when you have an expansion in Guild Wars 2, almost all of them will have armor that you can also use too, so either way works. Like, comes out the same. The Rich Collector? The Rich Collector. You seem suspicious to me. Okay. Must be like a puzzle or storyline. Doom Lizard. I just like the idea of it being a Doom Lizard. It does look like a lizard, though. Like a tiny little baby thing. Okay, so the teleportation doesn't really explain itself. But you need to use it now. Really? Really? Doesn't really give an effect that it like is doing anything. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's a puzzle. Okay. You think it would like blink when you came up to it? Okay. 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 Simple enough. The Minotaurs. The Minotaurs! Sorry, I'm watching the Minotaurs. They're just standing there, chilling, menacingly. Oh. Sorry, I wanted to see how long it took him to, like, realize we were there. We're not struggling too much, at least. That's good, at least. Nice. We dropped gold! I got stuck there for like a week in 2005. Dude, I would have done that too. I would just been like, oh, well, I guess I can't deal with that. I'll come back to it later. Goodbye. I just realized, like, I have to, like, look at this whole page. I'm looking at the wiki right now on the side, looking at the pet thing. I think I'm going to have to read through it because there's a lot of information and I just don't have time to read it all. I don't think I can go down there. I think I have to loop around. Look how beautiful that area is. Yeah, I think we have to loop around. My question is, can we loop around? I guess we can loop around right here. We'll see. So we're basically just like recording it and experiencing this as natural as we can. Both the flubs and the non-flubs. On the good news, this game is pretty fun in the sense that I can play one-handed and then I can snack if I want to. You're looking for an outpost nearby. Okay. Yeah, because she's probably at an outpost, and because I don't see it on the screen, it probably isn't a discovered thing. That's what I was thinking. But I was kind of out here, like, exploring. I hate sometimes how some of them, like, flop. It's kind of disturbing. They're, like, not in a, like, a bad ragdoll type of way, but, like, I don't like how genuinely that looks like something died. There we go. That thing's ugly. I hate it. So it looks like they should have 6 legs and they only have 4, and that's a problem. I don't know why. There's something messed up about that. I love to click the moves. See, here's the thing. I like to click the moves in Guild Wars 2, and I got, like, so much crap from it. From, like, Guild Wars 2 vets. I still do it. I can't not. I've done it for so long. But in Guild Wars 1, I first started learning to use the buttons. The problem with Guild Wars 2, though, versus Guild Wars 1 is, in Guild Wars 1, you don't have... Your combat's not really mobile. You don't really need to move as much. You do get to move. You can't click to move in Guild Wars 2. This is correct. You can't... in Guild Wars 2, you have to, like, you can use R to run automatically. But the thing with Guild Wars 2 versus Guild Wars 1 is, in Guild Wars 2, you moving around matters. Because sometimes certain enemies will do stuns, and if you sidestep them, you can actually get away from it. In this one, it's not so much about that. It's more like target, hit, target, hit. Now, you can run away from them like this, or use the R button to run away and avoid some damage, but you can't really escape damage. And you can't roll. In Guild Wars 2, you can roll away. So dodging is part of the combat mechanics, and this one is more turn-based. You can boon, hit, stuff like that. That's not saying anything bad about the game, but it's turn-based, kind of, or skill-based back and forth. You know, it's kind of like comparing combat now. You can't actually, I know you can actually side sweep against them, but it's not like in Guild Wars 2 where you can roll and die and like there's not as much movement to it. It's not as movie going about it. Okay. So you, what is, oh, okay, so you have similar armor. Okay, cool. I don't care about that. So that's why I said, like, it's not, I'm not saying anything bad about Guild Wars 2. It still requires, or Guild Wars 1, it still requires you to be paying attention, focusing, and doing the right round of movements and whatnot, right? But like Guild Wars 2, it requires you to have all hands on deck type things. I normally have to play Guild Wars 2 with both hands. With Guild Wars 1, I can get away with it even if I'm sideswiping or dodging something. Because, I can have auto run on and use my mouse to control where I'm going. And in Guild Wars 2 does the same thing, but in Guild Wars 2 I have loading issues because the game is like prettier and more assets going on. And don't worry, this game is pretty too, but it's not heavy-handed as it is on my computer. Even with me streaming it, recording it, doesn't matter. And because of that, I don't have that issue. So running and auto running and then using the mouse button doesn't take as much. Also, the instance makes it easier. To take a break. Yes, this is true. So like I said, this is the Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1 are both great games, and they have great mechanics on both of them. But I feel like Guild Wars 1, I can relax a bit more and just focus on rotations. In Guild Wars 2, I have to focus on dodging around and rotating around more because the game demands it. There are some skills that you can only get away with if you dodge. Good example, like, I haven't come across an AoE that's so big that I can't escape it in this game so far. Maybe later there might be a thing like that. But in Guild Wars 2, there are strikes and raids where you have to dodge. You cannot avoid it otherwise. You will end up eating the damage otherwise that. I do, I agree, I do. I really like them both too. I think they're great games. And I love playing both of them. But yeah, like, it's just I haven't had a thing that I could attack as an individual, dodge or sideswipe as an individual. Where in Guild Wars 2, you have some attacks that are just too big. You have to roll. But I get a lot of crap when I was streaming it the first time about how I was clicking skills instead of attacking. And sometimes I do use the number pads, but normally it's when I need it instantly because it is quicker. The other thing is, too, using your numpad to do skills in Guild Wars 2 is actually quicker than clicking. Registers faster, I think, or makes it easier for people to keep the program to keep up. I don't know. But sometimes you don't really need fast movement if you're only spamming one. But sometimes you need that heal skill and you need it now. Also, these things are so much more nightmare fuel. The monsters in Guild Wars 1 are so much more nightmare fuel than the ones in Guild Wars 2. Don't get me wrong, the ones in Guild Wars 2 are still scary to some extent, as far as like that would be a terrifying thing to like come across in the wild if they were real, but not to the same way. Like, drakes in this game look like dragons with no wings. In Guild Wars 2, they just look like oversized crocodiles with legs. Like that, they just look like, basically, to me, they make me think of like a crocodile that has bulldog legs, because crocodiles kind of lay flat, or alligators lay flat. But, like, drakes kind of stand up a little bit, but their legs are kind of odd. Like I said, so they just kind of remind me of a scaly dog. They're kind of cute, but they're also not super scary. But when I came across them, I was like, is that a dragon in the game? No. It's just a drake. And he fell real easy, but he looked like he was tougher. I've had enemies that look like they're not that dangerous, not that scary, totally wreck me, trash me completely. And I'm just like, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, we got a waypoint here. Sea salt. Okay. I kind of want to see where this portal goes. There aren't a lot of dragons in this one. One big contrast than two. Yeah, that's pretty fair. They probably mention them more than they actually bring them into it. But it kind of makes sense though too, because chronologically, it's like the story is talking more about how the dragon cycle is happening. Like it's like Guild Wars 1 is kind of focusing on the conflicts of the races, and then Guild Wars 2 is kind of facing with the aftermath of all of that crap, and then everybody like coming together under a banner. I won't spoil too much of it, but basically it's them having to come together and make amends for all the crap they've pulled on each other.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can